Well, today's the big day. Halloween. And I thought there was no better way to celebrate than to do one of my patented pumpkin carving videos. Hey now, all of you Halloween hounds. It's blackmetalwerewolf, making my final spooky video for this year. I wanted to show my actual face at least once during the spooky season, so here we are. But let's not waste any more time, and get right down to it. As you can see, I have my regular pumpkin carving materials all lined up. But I also have some rather out-of-the-ordinary items here as well. But we will get into that a bit later. Of course, we have to start by cleaning the sucker. And this year, I made a point of focusing on what I'm doing and not looking at my camera while I'm doing it. For those of you who may not remember, I sliced my finger open last year because I was not paying attention to what I was doing. And if that ain't a lesson for all the kids out there, I don't know what is. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this seems like a super fertile pumpkin this year. I don't think I've seen this many seeds inside of one before. So, in case anyone cares, I actually get my pumpkins from this farm just outside of town. And I swear to God, they have the biggest pumpkins I have ever seen. In the past few years, they must have grown some of these bad boys that had to have weighed more than I do. And I really don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that. Also, just a few weeks ago, one of my brothers and his wife came down for a small visit. And I told them about this farm and how they should go pumpkin shopping there. So before they left, they actually went. And they told me they got a pumpkin so big that it took both of them to get it into their car. I really just wish that they would have gotten a picture or a video or something, because it would have been absolutely hysterical to watch them struggling getting this sucker into the back of their crappy little car. As for the design of the jack-o'-lantern, I actually wanted to keep it a bit of a surprise that I'll give a big reveal at the ending. And that's why you're not really seeing it right now. And it's not that I'm some master carver, because I'm really not. If you've seen my past videos on this, you'll know that all of my designs are relatively simple, and I just use other things to try to elevate those simple designs. The reason I'm trying to keep it a secret is because I actually have a bit of a story to go along with this, and I thought it would be better to explain it all together at the ending opposed to giving it right now as I'm drawing the face and carving it. And the idea for this design and story actually came to me in a dream I had a couple weeks ago, because I was actually having a really hard time thinking of something cool to do for my pumpkin this year, and then I just went for a nap one afternoon and bam, it just came to me. So once I got the idea into my head, I was like, okay, this is probably the best idea I'm gonna have, so this is the way I have to go with it. And as you can see, I really liked the idea of the wrapped in burlap pumpkin that I did last year. I thought I would bring it back because I thought it just looked so cool, but I wanted to do something more with it and give the jack-o'-lantern a bit more character, opposed to just like a scarecrow pumpkin like I did last year. So let's keep going here. So this is where the other weird items come into play for this creature pumpkin that I'm doing. What inspired me was a dream I had about a mask. Of course, on Halloween, wearing a mask is one of the most common things you can do. We disguise ourselves as monsters and ghouls, because it's fun to be scary and to pretend to be something that we're not. And I think we all have had that feeling at least once in our lives. But that's all it is. Playful fun. We know that underneath those latex faces, it's just a kid or someone trying to spook you. However, the really scary thing is that in real life, monsters don't wear scary faces to hide themselves. In actuality, They put on very normal faces to blend in with the rest of society. And you never really know what can be lurking underneath the mask of normality. That's why I created a happy, friendly pumpkin mask to hide the monster that lies behind it. And now we just have to wait for dark, for that mask to come off, and to see what's behind that smile. I guess that just goes to show that on Halloween, things aren't always what they seem. Well, that's it for Halloween this year, everyone. I hope that I was able to spook and entertain you throughout this October. And I can't wait to do it again next year. Starting next week, we'll be back to our normally scheduled heavy metal programming. But before that, I hope you all have a very scary Halloween. Go out trick-or-treating, get dressed up, go to a party or a haunted house, or maybe just stay home with some spooky movies handing out candy. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you do something to honor the traditions of this haunted and sacred night. And remember, on Halloween, everyone is entitled to one good scare.